Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Got cut off. The queen make the camera get hot, hot. The queen make the coochie go wop, wop. The queen make the dick go throb, throb. And when she open that pussy, she make it knock, knock. Cosmic Prince back. Sorry, you guys, I got cut off, but welcome back to the Cosmic Prince LLC. We are doing the Nicki Minaj #1 reading. Number fucking one. History making. I've just been sitting back, chilling, bicking back, being boo, like a real West Side nigga do, watching the sunset on the waves, and, you know, just curling my curls for days in the babes. But I really been sitting back and allowing my predictions, my synchronicities, and my observations, my prophecies to come true. And I really, you guys, we have not been wrong about nothing, and we won't be as long as we stay true to the divine. And Nicki is divinely protected. Like I said, the kings are seeing that the public is seeing eye to eye in their thoughts and their hearts about the queen. She is technically in the middle of this reading, and they are looking at her. They are looking at Nicki. The world is focused on Nicki. Oh, Nicki, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh, Nicki. Oh, Nicki. Oh, Nicki. You know that she's so pretty. She pull up with the blicky, strap it on and popping willies on the dicky. You know you can't see ya, so you better not blink or you just might miss her. Zoom past with her motherfucking bikini on. You know the cherries in that motherfucking bikini thong is hanging out. The niggas plop it off like King Kong, and when they break her up bananas, she be popping them Kongs. I love it. I love Nicki. She just make me freestyle. She just make me go, ah! But yeah, the public is looking at Nicki right now. They're saying good communications about her. Expect Nicki to be getting her flowers. Publications going to be showing the queen love. Again, general public is going to be showing Nicki love. She's working her way back into the hearts of people. But she been in her Saturn, her Jupiter energy, her Sag energy, and focused on her money. Nicki always been about a bag. She ain't never let a corny nigga or a crazy bitch stop her bag when she had a Mercedes and she was driving down to Atlanta to promote her mixtapes doing $50,000 for a show. She always been that girl. She will always be that girl. She's been that girl. And again, like I said, the executives are back on her side. She's back in the good graces of the kings. The budget is there. It's increased. They're going to put a little bit more behind radio and her visuals, and just expect the rollout to have much more support, because now they're listening to Lucian. They're listening to the man who's always believed in Nicki, and he's also getting rewarded because they said, damn, you picked a good artist to invest in. So that also gives me Wayne, Baby, Lucian vibes. Also, it gives me Drake vibes that she got the big three back on her side, and she definitely got Kenny up in there protecting her, loving on her as an Aries. But you got everything she need, except that King of Swords, Kanye. I'm not going to say that Kanye was behind the scenes doing shit, but there were some conversations going on behind the scenes, and you seen he let it alone. You see he backed the fuck back. And he had to do that because the culture is in love with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj made some decisions. She had to make a choice, and she chose wisely. She chose to stick to herself, to stick to her guns, to not be moved by the industry and its politics. And I want you guys to understand, she really understands the business from being a player in the game. And she knows, and she learned this from Jay-Z. She had many of conversations with Jay-Z about the transition of an artist. So don't think from one Sag to the next. He ain't gave her no Sagittarius higher learning advice about how to navigate that white hot space. You guys have to understand, brands were investing in other artists because they just wanted something new. They just wanted to feel like they were in control of our culture. And unfortunately, Nicki's like, nah, bro. As long as there's a real black woman doing real black things investing in the real black people and their motherfucking education, you know, y'all can never hold the queen down. Pontoon packed up. You know? Don't you know? I'm just happy. I'm just so fucking happy. Nikki was in her air sign energy like a Sag. She's mutable and she cut through the bullshit. She was blindfolded. She took a chance and she believed in her faith. She really relied on her faith a lot. And she put the motherfucking haters to bed. Playtime's over. Beam Me Up Scotty was Republic and Universal getting back balance in that partnership, because now they are in partnership with that mixtape. So they make money off of those old records plus the new ones. And it was a chance for her to renegotiate her deal and kind of bet on herself again. And guess what? She won. And so now all the backstabbing, all the lies, all the hater ass energy and communication is done. Do you see it? It's done. Nikki the President, Nikki Lewinsky, Nikki the Harajuku Bobby, Nikki the Superwoman, Super Pussy, don't ever get at me like that. I've been in this game. Her idol was Wonder Woman. Do y'all not remember? Girls, boys, stay in school. Work real hard. Don't be a layup dude. Don't be a layup bitch. That's some lazy shit. We ain't fucking with it. We on the top of the top of the top of the charts. If you really got heart, better push to start. You already know. If you can push it to start, bitch, you in the motherfucking innovative class, an upper echelon of their own. The keys is inside of you. How about that? So understand that she was fighting. This again represents the hate train, the actions that she took, her going on tour, her, performing, her still being able to command a room and saying, you know what, I'm about to wrap up all this negative energy. All these people around me. This is her change in management, getting clear on her sense of direction, her getting clear on the actions that she should take as an artist to still put hits on the board. Nikki put authentic hits on the board while cutting you bitches down to size. She actually used this opportunity. She used the opportunity of the hate train, even though it was emotionally taxing. She used the hate train to line you bitches up like fractions so you could put the knives in your own back. She didn't have to throw one sword physically. She threw it all mentally. And she allowed you guys to stab each other and yourselves in the back while physically wrapping up her actions. This is her getting married, having a baby. This is her trolls #1, her say-so #1. This is her putting in that action and actually traveling around the world. The performances she did for the Queen era. Again, getting on social media, making all these deals behind the scenes and putting in the action to still remain relevant. That takes power. That takes craftsmanship. That takes a person who is about their better business. And Nikki's about her better business because look at this. Ace of motherfucking wands. Ace of clubs. Fire sign energy. She released the song in Leo season. So it was building with so much heart, so much love, so much soul. The sun was shining on Super Freaky Girl. And in Virgo time, she came out with the last one, with the motherfucking victory to let everybody know she is the queen. This is that #1. And it was the actions of so many people involved. It was the actions of all the barbs as well as the executives. It was a united decision to, again, stop the fighting, stop the bullshit. This is Nicki Minaj fighting off her haters and saying, you know what, I'm done fighting. I'm done defending myself. I haven't lost nothing. I just gave up fighting with you dirty stank assholes because I don't want none of this mud getting on my Burberry, my custom brown. None of that shit gonna touch my Chanel. Remember when she came back, she was in the little house with the Chanel belt on when no designers was really fucking with her because they had got the message to dress these other bitches. She said, that's fine. I understand how things go in seasons and cycles and I'll still be here. So I'm not going to continue to fight with you guys. Even that Winterfur, Lucifer, Hennifer situation, it taught her a lot. It taught her to not be going back and forth with the press, with bloggers, with stan culture. She just put the wands down and stopped fighting. And you could notice that in Nikki's energy where she fell back but started putting up songs like Whole Lot of Choppers. Do you realize that NICKI gives opportunity to other artists so that they can make money and open a bag for themselves? She helps out the regular guy. She helps out the little people who have love for this culture of hip hop, who have a mind for talent. She helps get people views. She helps get people noticed and seen, and she helps their songs chart. That's what she was focused on, being a representation, a culture queen. And this is that number one. Do you know what it means? And so she was tired of feeling like she had to get something to validate her because, again, she dealt with the past heartbreak. She dealt with the past shit. She dealt with the past shit. She's over that. She put it all back into perspective, and we're going to see Queen Part 2. She felt like she did lose out on money. She felt like she lost deals that she was supposed to get due to the hate train, but she started working on her principles of money, understanding wealth. NICKI been scoping out the game, and she's still been able to make millions of dollars with no album out and sell records. So now she's saying that y'all gonna pay me for what I'm worth. I'm gonna start working and aligning my shit based off of principality and ethics. 5 is another fire sign. It's another fire number of principality. It's the principles of this shit, Smokey, that NICKI was working on, and she realized once she laid her coins out, I haven't lost anything. I may have felt like I lost out on that deal, but maybe it wasn't for me because it wasn't based off of principle and ethics. NICKI's getting back to the principle of things, and you know what? It's making her happy. It's literally making her happy. She is emotionally fulfilled. Like I've been saying, she working on baby number 2. She's working on definitely a world tour because these performances and her being away from her family, yes, she misses them, but she feels more free and invigorated that she could still be her. When you have a baby at any age, your emotions, your hormones, the chemicals in your body, they change your perspective. You go through a mental, emotional, spiritual awakening that no one can ever replace monetary gains with. People can tell you about it, people can guide you and coach you, but until you carry life within you or have the opportunity to take care of life, you'll never understand what it's supposed to do for you. It's supposed to elevate you and realize that your perspective is for your family. It's for the people who really love you. It's for your home. It's for the legacy you're going to leave behind. And NICKI's focused on a legacy. I don't know. She could be having another little boy. She could be really thinking about when's the best time for her to get pregnant or expand her family, because now she feels like she can tour, she can promote, she can really do it all now. She feels a lot different about things, even though it's always going to be a balance and a transition. She will always have choices to make, but she trusts the divine to keep her happy. She's trusting her ancestors. Not to mention, bro, you know, her father was definitely used as a sacrifice, and ain't no getting around that. She wasn't going to take one or make one, so they made one for her because they had to justify getting behind her, even though all the kings want to get behind Nicki Minaj. They want to reinvest in her. They want to be on the winning team. And so something tells me she doesn't fully trust the industry, but she knows how the shit works. She will never disrespect the game that she's winning at, because the disrespect was given to her, and she would never want that for another young black artist, male or female. But to the bitches that was throwing it, you better dish it. You better be able to take it. You better be tough out here in these streets, because again, some people will try to come out and speak against the same process in which they have. I'm going to explain something to you about payola being a small business owner. If I have the best, hottest product, or I have the budget to promote my product, I'm going to buy radio ads. I'm going to pay for meetings with radio, and I'm going to look at the investment for the return. If you say the ROI on investing in radio is points on Billboard, then I'm going to put my money behind that to make my product, my artist, seems like the best. That's what y'all do when y'all drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It's just product placement. Anyone with the best money can be in front of everybody constantly. Same thing with hot garbage, allegedly. You think that doesn't have a budget? You think they're not spending money? But the difference with NICKI is, as a label, we can invest low and get a high return. But with NICKI, it's like if you don't invest, you don't get a high return. You're not going to be just making money off me and eating off me like that. So now they want to get involved. They want to get involved and say, hey guys, let's get involved because this king has been telling us we need to stick behind her. We need to invest in her. Now let's put the money where it's supposed to go. Let's put the money, the love, and the action behind the queen, because the queen is out here winning and she's never stopped, and we could be making more money than trying to split the money or split the narrative because she's consistent. NICKI is at home. NICKI is in her mind. She's in her garden looking at all her accomplishments and what she wants to do next. The 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Diamonds is you being comforted in your garden, in your home, in your mind, in your body, in your land, and looking at all of the accomplishments that have turned into monetary stability, monetary gains, and how,